Hey, greetings friends. Welcome once again to my game room. I'm David McCord, and today we'd like to take a journey to the American Southwest, to a region that today is called New Mexico, which is the home of the Zuni Indians. And the Zuni played a game there called the Serpent Game. And it's got several different names to it. Fighting Stones is one, sometimes called Fighting Serpents. This particular version of it is kind of a little brother to a series of games. The larger games that have more pieces and more spaces on the board called awithlaknannai, and the largest of the family of games is called awithlaknannai. Awithlaknannai means stone that kills. It is thought that it was introduced to the natives by the Spanish conquistadors in the 16th century because of the resemblance to Alquerques, which was a popular game in Spain at the time. And but the natives made it their own and became quite a part of their culture. The archaeological evidence that shows boards that carved into wood and stone using pebbles and shells and even beans for the pieces in the game and such like that makes it pretty solid that this has been played there for many generations, and still popular today, as a matter of fact. So let's take a quick look at the rules, and we'll be back in a minute and talk a little bit more about the Serpent Game. Each player has a set of 9 uniquely colored pegs. These pegs begin the game set up on the opposite sides of the board, along the outer row of spaces, plus 3 more inward from the right end of the center row. This leaves the center space empty. The first player is chosen randomly. Traditionally, the winner of the previous game will take the first turn. Players have 2 choices during their turn. A peg may be moved 1 space following the lines on the board. In this example, we'll let the black player make the first move. Now the white player appears to have a choice. White could move a piece 1 space, but one of the basic rules of the game is, if a jump can be made, it must be made. So now the white player's choice has been forced by black's first move. White must jump that black peg, and the jumped peg is removed. Let's look at a different opening move. If black moves a peg from the edge to that center space, this still forces white to jump and remove the black peg. But now there are more strategic possibilities on the board for both players. Players take turns moving and jumping, and if 2 or more possible jumps are available, the player may choose one of them. Play continues in this manner until one player has eliminated all of the opposing pieces. Now, as mentioned in the rules, on the smaller board in particular, there is a possibility that the game might be a draw, that no more captures can be made for whatever reason because of the one player has trapped the other in the other end. In some rules I've read, that is a draw. In other rules, it says that the player with the most pegs still on the board will win that type of a situation. I guess it's up to the player how you like to play that. But this particular version of 2 is a very quick game, so that you can play a whole series of the Serpent Game and do best 3 out of 5 and that sort of thing. It's sort of a mini tournament betwixt yourself and a friend. This one, along with all the other games in the Peg Pastime series, of course, are available for our friends over at Red Hen Toys, and we definitely invite you to check that out and all the other games in the catalog there. And also the Peg Pastimes Facebook page and the NewVenture Games Facebook page, and of course this channel you're watching right now. Please subscribe, share it with your friends, and if you have any suggestions or any questions, criticisms, just be sure and let us know in the comments, and we'll try to address those in the future. We're definitely looking for some fuel for our podcast in 2022. If you'd like to make some suggestions or ask some questions, we'll see what we can do. So meanwhile, like I always say sometime, be sure to play every day.